Right Honorable Speaker, two of your MPs, that is Honorable Mwadanku Nyingi of Chadondo East and Honorable Derek Nyeko of Machindye, are being held Right Honorable Speaker, since yesterday. Right Honorable Speaker, yesterday I was part of a public meeting in the by-election campaigns of Kawempe North, Right Honorable Speaker, as a member of NUP. In that meeting, Mr. Speaker, I was with Honorable Abdallah Chwanka, who was dressed in a red attire, Right Honorable Speaker. Soon after the meeting, Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Abdallah Chwanka was arrested, and eventually he was released on bond. And when I read the police form, the bond form, the offense that was provided for on that bond form was that he had been charged of an offense related to a uniform. And the Right Honorable Speaker, even the two MPs now, who are being held by police, were also arrested in similar circumstances, Right Honorable Speaker. The procedural matter I want to raise, Right Honorable Speaker, because you are charged with the welfare of your MPs, and of course, what happens to our MPs, even in some circumstances, also happen to our constituents, Right Honorable Speaker. And I don't know, as a well procedure, if the government has informed this House, all authority, all under any written law, that a red attire is now a uniform of a certain organization or a board of government that is supposed to be held in a preserve for them. And once you are arrested, dressed in it, you are aligned before court, or you are held for several hours in detention. Some people have been beaten. Right Honorable Speaker, I raise this because these are people who should be here representing their constituents. But now they are being held by police just because they were found putting on a red attire. To my understanding, and the best of my understanding, the uniform of the National Unity Platform Party. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. And I want you to guide us, Mr. Speaker, that maybe you would call here the minister in charge of the defense to educate the country through this House on what constitutes a uniform of UPDF, so that we can also tell our people and also update ourselves as members of parliament so that we don't break the law.
Our faces outside where we are getting achievements, we are looking ugly. And that one deters attraction of tourists and good reception by other countries. What is happening in Kawempe is very disturbing. And Mr. Speaker, there is no reason, even if you go to let members, we meet together, those of NRM and that's the opposition. We talk as friends. And we have been meeting on the road as they go for their campaigns, also go for our campaigns. But arresting members, first beating them, you take them for no sufficient cause is not proper. The biggest question here, Mr. Speaker, is the Electoral Commission still in control of these elections, by-election. The fourth arm is beaten left and right. Yesterday, I saw a video where the policeman, the judge, was asking the fourth arm, the fourth arm to remove what they had recorded. Why do you come to attack people? Why do you arrest members when you have covered your faces? It is factual that if you're a policeman or you're a soldier and you hide your face, that means you are fearing to show your face. And what you are doing is illegal. Mr. Speaker, I think we want to ask the Electoral Commission to prevail over the by-election in Kawempe. If so, that we don't need this by-election, they can stop them and declare somebody other than killing innocent citizens. Women are not supposed to be arrested by men at any cost. Women are supposed to be arrested by women. And Mr. Speaker, what is challenging? These people giving up when they see soldiers. They raise their hands. In the military law, once someone puts his hands up, you just arrest and take other than beating them. So, Mr. Speaker, my last prayer is, are we, as Electoral Commission, just be in the control of these elections? Because whenever elections become very loud and they have, because I'm so happy with the NRM candidate, She's also complaining about the same. We are competing with National Unity Platform. We are competing with FDC. But why do you beat these people you are competing with? It makes us look ugly. And Mr. Speaker, my prayer is, can we know from ministry? Last week, Honorable Hart was sitting in as the government prime minister. He promised to go and see a journalist who is losing his eyes because of the work he was doing under the law. Under the law. So, Mr. Speaker, I think what Honorable Nambooze has stated and the Honorable Bitex is very pertinent, plus what I'm saying. And the other Ugandans, yesterday I listed about 26 with the MPs. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I looked at Mugabe when he was the president of Ghana, 39 years. Whenever members of the opposition were rioting with the members of parliament, police would arrest them without beating them. They say, oh, now, do this, please, can you go and you do this? But what is happening here? Nobody, we have the Anti-Torture Act.
I'm not trying to impeach your guidance on the statement of Thursday, but I think we are leaders in this country, and we should be well educated as to where we are. And I saw my very honorable brother, the Honorable Bahat, very constrained to no end, trying to hazard an explanation. Right Honorable Speaker, from the last election, those who committed crimes against citizens have never been brought to book, including the gentleman who shot a journalist, Kasirye Ashraf. He's well known, well documented. Kasirye is exiled in the US. The gentleman who shot him was promoted. So we have to speak to ourselves, probably put a big mirror in our faces and agree as to what we are dealing with. I'm very sure the minister will come and make the usual statements. The Kawempe by-election is a rehearsal of hard times ahead of us. And I pray I will be around, Right Honourable Speaker, to remind this House and the honourable members acquainting with violence and state violence, that it will not help anybody. So whatever comes on Thursday, there is no rational explanation as to the presence of the military in a by-election. Right Honourable Speaker, I pray that if we maintain UPDF representation in Parliament, we amend the law, and the army votes their MPs from whatever they are in their barracks, and then we see the kind of democracy they exercise. So there's an explanation, and I want to invite this House, Honourable Speaker, with your guidance, that the commitment should not just be about the minister. We need to understand as a people what we are dealing with. We are dealing with an electoral commission that is disempowered. They can do nothing. My brother here, Okupa, could be frog-marched. You'll be frog-marched. You'll be beaten. You'll be disabled. The pretense must stop. If we are intentional on building a democracy, we must speak to what we are dealing with. If you don't want elections, do away with them and rule by martial law. So there's no pretense about statements. It's simply illegality, it's simply impunity, it's been incubated, it's been accepted, and people think it's the norm. As long as you have power, you are powerful, you can get away with murder. People have gotten away with murder. In fact, murder rewards with promotion. National Speaker, you ordered for the minister to come and make a statement on missing Ugandans. The days passed. It's normal. So what about beating some heads in Kawempe out of their wits? You know, break a few skulls and the day passes. It's become normal. And the House of Parliament, that's supposed to be the firewall of the country, is looking on and lamenting. So, Right Honourable Speaker, I am not waiting for the Thursday statement because I know it's business as usual. They will look at you. In fact, they think they will even sneer at the Speaker. The Speaker will do nothing unless all of us, from both sides of the aisle, say, stop this is our country. We shall have ourselves to blame, I'm afraid. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.